What have you been playing lately, actually? I did have a look. Oh, you've been playing... Well, you've been playing The Forest. You need to play more games I care about. I look at your stream every sort of like, The Forest. Nah, I don't care. My God. Are the ball throwers even slower than these things? I guess they must be. It was always funny on the tabletop, actually, because the... No, you're the same speed. I guess you just had a funny angle. But these models never had wheels on. Did they not? I think they've obviously added wheels onto this game, but it's like you wouldn't generally move them. Because you'd only have a handful of turns, right? On the tabletop. So, how far away are we? We don't need to move up that much. Oh, is that a hill? Oh, that's a ditch. No, it's a hill. Ah, that's kind of annoying. I don't want to be... Oh, you pesky vamps. I doubt they actually thought of it quite like they just thought, oh, there's a hill over here, let's go stand on the hill. I want... The ball throwers need a better line of fire. Ah, man. I mean, we could go right up here, though, but they'll probably attack me before we get there. Let's, You beat Doom the other day. Oh, well done. Hey, I'm playing with some other streamer friends. Oh, you have other streamer friends? Oh, I see how it is. It's a good time with friends just because of banter. But I haven't played a strategy game in a bit. No, I can understand. I can see the appeal of games like that. Okay, this is the... Right. Graveguard. I think gold Graveguard. Bloody hell. Nice. You just invocation of the heck on the zombies, but not the Graveguard. Well done, numpty. I'm so tempted. I used to always do this, like cannons and everything. I'll just fire at the Lord. I'm going to try a volley. Oh no, they're actually coming moving forward now. Focus on the Graveguard, eh? You might... Oh, in fact, the entire army, let's make sure you're on guard. I don't know if you're going to be... You're probably better off shooting at these guys. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what we're... Right, they're hanging back a bit. Go after these Graveguard. I guess they're going an invocation now. Well, you killed 4! Wow. 4 knights in like, what, 1 volley? What are your... I always think about, on the tabletop, ethereal stuff was immune to physical attacks, but yeah, just 75% reduction. I wonder if you're any good at what your accuracy is like. I'm not cheating on you, I promise. Just focus on those guys, eh? Oh man, these guys are a lot closer than I thought. Yeah, just turn around where you are. Yeah, carry on shooting them. I mean, focus on actually. Bats are annoying for sure. Um, you two, focus on Manfred if you can. Yeah, they're going to go round me as best they can. This bullthrower is going to be in trouble, isn't it? I don't know how best to use the bullthrowers, I think. Or what the best targets are. I mean, if there was a Vargulf, yeah, that'd be a fairly easy target, right? Right. Hey, Vortex, bullthrowers are best against big units like cavalry. Yeah, yeah. Don't invest in them anymore, they aren't worth it. No, I just wanted, I wasn't particularly going for it just because I knew we were fighting it. I wanted something to shoot at Vargulfs and stuff. It was just what I had at the time. But thank you. Thank you for your inputs. Right. God, these bloody hex waves. Do what you can against them, right? Right, how... I mean, these guys are all getting a bit too close now. Drone grudge throws way better. Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually played Dwarf since Dwarves were the first. To give you a bit of context, they were the first Empire I'd played when Warhammer 1 came out. The Bullfighters weren't even in it. I kind of get the impression because they're just like worse cannons, aren't they? And yeah, I did get them shooting at night. It's not even that; it's because they have more direct fire, which is one of the issues. Do they really shoot over units? I never actually really checked that. But my kind of assumption has been they don't really have the volley fire like other things. Hmm. No, shoot them crypt ghouls. Where are you? Mm, yeah, you come on shooting at them. Hopefully we can deal with them and then like rear charge on these guys. So we ain't got any magical attacks. Or hopefully we can give Manfred a kick in. Oh wow, your weapon strength's way bigger than mine. This might be a bad idea. Use the Slayers against Cav, they will shred them. Kind of. They don't have the anti-armor. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I've got Slayers over here against that Cav. It's more the... it's the Hex Waves with all their physical resistance. I haven't got really anything to deal with that. I know you can just leadership them. But like, yeah, these Hex Waves are doing quite well there. It's just they don't have huge amounts of anti-armor, but anti-large does a good job. Right, you guys, shoot into these, will you? Well, actually, no. Seeing as you're looking that way, are these guys running? They're about to run. You should just shoot into them. I had Manfred against Strigoi Lord earlier, and oh no, they are kind of engaged actually. That was a bit weird. Strange how they kind of got missed in that lot. Well, hopefully the rear attack will actually do more damage to them. It's more about getting them to their leadership and things to crumble. Kigman. You're being my little cheerleader, Merrick. Go, Jim, go. Yeah, we've got a grudge against Manfred as well. Oh, bloody hell, we're doing all right. We had a very close battle earlier in the day, but, well, I ended up losing, but we could have taken out Manfred and they would have been done. We were taking out Drakenhof. We were sieging it. Ooh, but it's all kind of gone wrong since. Sort of. Come out this way, Ungrim. Can you... Let's keep an eye. We need to... Ball throwers, shoot at him. Everybody, shoot at him. And then Ungrim try and catch him again. Although, I really need to stop just moving people around. Got Hex Waves. No. You ball throwers, you're already shooting this direction. Let's make sure they get finished off before this happens. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was hoping to avoid. You guys try and shoot at them if you can. Right, those Hex Waves are going down. Hopefully, if that flank goes, we can get around the... Ungrim is a beast in 1 vs 1. I haven't upgraded him with those kind of skills yet. But he did not do well against a Strigoi Lord. Because it's like, in the last battle, there was two vampire armies. One of them was Manfred. I also had the garrison. And Strigoi. So the army was pretty weak. And I thought, right, Ungrim, go and kill the Strigoi. And... oh, wow, he's even crumbling. He's not even... Right, their lord's down. That's huge. Oh, yeah, see, hang on. I can never tell if they've just, like, withdrawn their troops or they've crumbled. It's like, where have their things gone? Oh, right, they're about to crumble anyway. Let's get you guys over here somewhat, and then we'll attack them there. Oh, no, they did. They moved them all the way around this side. Okay. You, if you can, continue shooting there. We need to get round the side here. No. I didn't mean... yeah, I know vampires always crumble. They can't withdraw. I just mean the way they cycle charge with their cav. That's all. That's what I meant by withdraw. I didn't mean like... They don't run away, but they will withdraw. That's why I use that word specifically. Because they will move them out. Because I did this, obviously I had the Slayers on the side to try and stop them, but then they'll break away and then try to charge my guys here. Yeah, I'm hoping these guys crumble without the need of... Or in fact, let's get you guys to turn around. We've got this guy here still. I'm kind of hoping these guys are going to crumble. Actually, Ungrim. Go after this one, will you? He's even on a horse, which although he might get away from you, you got mad anti-large skills. Warriors are rallying. Who's rallying? Good for you. Just don't die, I think, is really. Man, shoot! Will you guys just crumble? Yes. Oh, well, they got there. I kind of forgot to move them. These bloody hex rays. Oh, they gone. So they look from a distance. They still just look like. Oh, hello. So I'm assuming your vortex is your name, but because you spent the O with an 8, part of me feels like that should be Vartex or something. But I'm assuming it's vortex. Right, everybody's kind of crumbling now. Yeah, from a distance, I couldn't tell. They just looked like they're on their sides. Well, no, they haven't. They're not dead yet, Jim. You guys shoot at them. It might be enough to get their morale down. Who are you? The Grave Guard. Alright. Okay. Okay. Where's the problem with it's just dwarves? I guess it's just dwarves in general, right? But it's like, oh, I told him to go after this guy, and it's just like, hey, Calamity! I sure do have a great cheerleader. He's a bit of an ass, actually. I'm glad you're my number 2. I mean, that sounds really bad. That makes it sound like I'm calling you a shit. But no, as in, like, Maxen's my number 1, you're my number 2. And Merrick, who cares about 3rd? But it's good to see you, Calamity. Anyway. I don't think I've seen you in the stream for a while, but I do always see you retweeting and liking my Twitter posts, which I appreciate. An ass. Wow. Wow, Jim. Yeah, but that's a grudge as well, actually, because we got a grudge against Manfred. He's got another army about somewhere, but I really want Drakenhof. They've only got... I thought we were frenemies. Well, yeah, but that's the enemy side. Can be a bit of a nuisance. He can indeed. He just very want. Do this for me, Jim. Do this. Will you be my best friend? When are you going to make an emote dedicated to me? I've never asked for anything except emotes. Yeah, I think you Discord. Well, yeah. 24-hour streams. Yep, there we go. I said 24-hour streams almost exactly as you put it in there. Oh, you want me to like dogs better than cats as well? More streams. What else did you ask for? Patience. You were going on about that a lot. Yeah, you want a lot. Awesome. No, I need to take this because I need to replenish. If only. Oh yeah, you did keep. I'm gonna say I was gonna name character name anyway. Defeat the foreign vampire lord in battle. Ooh, extra leadership and fight against vampire counts. Ooh, some oath gold. Oh, I'm cool. We've killed him. Oh, I forgot about this. God. Defeated Manfred von... minus 50% casualties suffered from vampiric... Oh, hang on. Vampire counts territory attrition. It's not vampiric corruption. My God, that's specific. That's... I mean, that's handy, because attrition's a pain in the ass, but... If it was all vampiric corruption, then yeah, that'd be cool. Heinrich Kammler was about as well. I believe these guys will be nutter. The only reason I was half time with not occupying it for now, it's just because it's so far removed from the rest of my territory. Oh man. I mean, I'm not going to worry about defending it, but I need the extra replenishment here. In fact, what can I do to get more replenishment? I guess it's that, isn't it? What? I am. Man, I should get that, shouldn't I? Well, not always. Don't always necessarily take them. It depends on. It. I don't mind a bit of helpful advice, Vortex. It's but you know. Yes, we were. I'm trying to beeline up Grimnir's heirs, just so I can get improved Slayers, so that then I can actually make my army all about Slayers. We do have to get that at some point, but I'd rather get Rally, because we've been aiming for that for a bit. And once we get here, then we can focus on all the other cool stuff. That's my plan. Yeah, so as far as the reasons for not necessarily taking this, would be like, I knew it was only a level 1 settlement. It's... yeah, it's fine. I know it adds up and stuff. I mean, we did that before. I played this a couple of times and failed a couple of times. So I'm kind of focusing on trying to get the basics kind of covered. Then I'll worry about the fun stuff. I mean, we already lost a runesmith and stuff. I mean, I need more characters and stuff, right? Ooh, I need more replenishment. Way more replenishment. 4 turns, apparently. Do we not have access to any... Oh, it's level 10 for the first lot of things. We're probably better off. I mean, it's pretty expensive. Do I want to buy anything else? Little Luke. And then I'll consider buying stuff on Global. It's going to be around a couple of times. I want to build some walls up here, and I kind of should sooner rather than later. But we're not getting attacks from up there. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you know, I often think, like, if I couldn't hold it, is the thing, is, like, why I wouldn't want to claim it. Because it's like, if my plan was to, like, we just wanted to defeat Manfred and then bugger off, I wouldn't worry about keeping it. I'll just take the money and go. It was only a level 1 settlement. I already knew that because it was being destroyed a couple of times. And then rebuilt only a little bit. So I knew it wasn't necessarily worth keeping in and of itself. So, if it wasn't for the fact I want to use this stage of post to go after Drakenhof, I mean, maybe. Yeah, I do. The Slayer in me seeks death. Right, how long are these all going to take? You're 4 turns, you're 5 turns. But the question is... Yeah, Drakenhof will be good to hard to conquer. I came so close earlier though. It's we had to fight Manfred as well. We also had Zufbar. If they didn't sally out straight away, Zufbar was going to come along, help us out. We would have been fine. They hadn't leveled up as much. But they've only got this settlement. This is their one and only settlement, right? We'll cheese it with the artillery. It's not really cheesing it, hanging back and then using the artillery. I'm assuming that's what you mean, but yeah. I mean, you won't be able to destroy everything. Jim is alright. Jim is competent, barely. You know. So, I'm going to merge these up.
I am the Slayer King.
And let's recruit
Yes,
2
my
more.
oath is intact.
And let's merge those 2 up.
To die in battle.
I know. Oh, I can't afford it anyway, can I? Dumb bones. Right. Zufbar. No, not Zufbar.
Our honored dwarfkin.
That fly about. Go on. Never. Just not yet. I don't know where he's got another army about with Heinrich, and it was about here. He's not at war with anybody else, so that might turn up. It might go in somewhere really random though.
Mortals, thou hast trespassed. Thy words.
Well, you're down to strength rank 78, but I wish I could get in there quicker. Hey Jim, you're a good player, don't let anybody get you down. Jim is barely competent. Hang on. It's kind of contradicting yourself there. Jim is good, Jim is barely competent. Jim, I'm a good player, don't let anybody keep you down. They're gonna keep you up. No, never gonna keep you down. No, how'd it go? Never gonna keep you up, never gonna let you down. Da 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 da, desert you. Don't clip that. Kislev and Wintertooth were at war. Now, not that long ago, Kislev were actually strength rank #1, which is interesting. I think having Norska updates and the fact that it's more than just 2 Norska chimes up there, that was singing, kinda. You ever seen Ian Brown from Stone Roses back in the day? I mean, I've bizarrely seen him live. He was just supporting somebody else, but he just whispers in the mic when they recorded the albums. He literally can't sing. It's always terrible live. But Wissenland. Ooh, they could smell bloody weakness, can't they? Oh, I don't know. But I am at war with Tempelhof. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. The vampires had another army somewhere. I don't know what happened to it. I thought they were kind of hiding in an ambush. I wasn't paying enough attention. I was looking at chat. I'm blaming chat. I was looking at chat in between turns, seeing what happened. Bring it. Wow, really? Well, I guess we're fighting this. Pray to the gods. They can wreck Karak Kadrin if they want to. No. What, you mean the Norskans? Nah. I don't know. I haven't really fought much against the Norskans. I played when after that update came out, so I didn't. Oh, vampires. What? Oh, the vampires. Yeah, so that's the other possibility. I did see them going in that direction at one point. No, don't be silly. If they send a full stack, it's GG. No, you should have to. Our defenses are pretty good in Karakadrin, actually. Don't clip that. Yeah. I mean, I knew you were going to do it, Merrick. I knew that's why you've been quiet for the last couple of minutes. Yeah, no, I mean, I've got the. Actually, they're not called walls. They've already got walls, right? It's a level 3 salmon. Plus, it's got the defensive building there. I'm not too fussed about that. But you know, having said that, if I I was just maybe I was just enjoying the content. That's why I was talking. Everything of that, huh? Yeah. Right.
Ready to serve.
A little bit further forward. Man, considering we're in the mountains and stuff, I mean, I guess it's the exact same map we were just on. There's not much in the way of. I just make sure I'm actually in range to shoot. Hills, you know, you would think like. I suppose it's by the settlement, isn't it? Yeah, I suppose. Often you look around on the map and you think, oh, I'd much rather defend at this position. We'll get these to shoot at the crypt ghouls. I'll have to double check. I should have really looked at it last time, but I feel like I need to check whether these actually arc or not. It is a reckoning. Can't wait till I get these guys with great axes. Quarrelers.
Ranging target. Dwarf warriors.
We'll keep the slayers just back there for now. We'll play by ear. They haven't got like much in the way of cav and stuff. They got some grave guard. 2 units of grave guard, was that it? 3 units? Yeah, we'll focus on them. Don't want to interrupt your gaming style, but you can actually use the edge of the map to cover your behind. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that kind of stuff. Like I said, when I played Dwarves the first time round, that's largely what I did. I would sit in the corner, use all my artillery and stuff. But the one thing that happened in the last battle was that, you know, I kind of set up. I wasn't quite in range, and then they decided to go and deploy somewhere else, and it's like, oh, I had to go after them. So I wanted to make sure I was in range. Plus, I didn't want to. This shouldn't be that difficult, I don't feel. Are you in range or not? Are you literally just waiting outside of my range? You what? Oh, and shoot at them, boy. But yeah, I was originally, when I came into playing these guys, I obeyed them with my lord. Yeah, I saw Lionheart was doing that with Grombrindle campaign. He would always have his lord out the front and then use flamers to burn everybody. And it's like, I'm trying to avoid cheesy tactics too much. I mean, my original plan with this campaign, or particularly with this lord, was to have a big old Slayer army and just really go for the enemy. Not the usual dwarf thing of stinking at the back. Failed miserably. But I still want to get back to that once I get the upgrades and once I get the Giant Slayers and stuff. It's all about the cheesy dwarves. I always remember, it's like I always wanted to see dwarves when I was playing on the tabletop. The only reason I didn't was because everybody hated fighting against the dwarves because people would just sit at the back and shoot. And that's the only reason I never goes like, well, nobody wanted to play against me. So, oh, let's have a look at how these shoot. They do kind of arc a bit, don't they? Not much. Right, how's my... Yeah, let's get you guys to focus on them. Same with you. Obviously trying to outflank us a little bit. Not that anything terribly scary. Alright, let's move those grudge throwers onto someone else, like these ones. I totally should have moved. I guess all these dwarves are a bit damaged, aren't they? I think that's one of the problems. What do I want these guys to shoot at? I mean, the crypt ghouls are tougher. Not crypt ghouls, crypt horrors. Yeah, Slayers go into them. You go and attack them. Ooh, they're getting swamped a bit. Be nice if I can get Ungrim to run through and just go straight after there. He's only a necromancer. Oh, should really get these guys involved somewhere. Focus on these ones. Right, the crypt ghouls have gone. No, you focus on them. You turn around and help focus on them. Focus on the ones... No. We send the Slayers in. We focus on the ones just behind. And we've got the Graveguard there. Oh, we got Rally. I forgot about that. Not that I'm fussed about it, it's just a means to the end. Don't pause again, that's too cheesy. That's just a... Shut up. That's what I say to you, shut up. Yeah, it's the main reason I don't play on Legendary, you know. I like to think about what I'm doing. I like to... Also, you know, I like to engage with the chat and whatnot. If I can't pause, you know, I mean, what's the point? I mean, that's the reason. It's like, also I can explain better what I'm doing, my strategy, so that you guys can all... And also, I just can't do it. God, I love how Merrick is like, effectively white knighting me, isn't he? He keeps coming to my defense, and Vortex is just having a joke, and it's like only Merrick's allowed to make the jokes. It's not cheese. I like it. You get to plan out your moves and have it be more of a strategy game. I think it's a unique thing that a lot of Twitch streamers don't do. I mean, I don't know. I don't go that far. There's but the wait, where is he? Get out there. The I do think, or my feeling generally is, too many people seem to be upset, or at least just by looking at titles and stuff. People are like, "Oh, we're doing ultra hard, doing on legendary with all the." Having said that, I've been doing that a bit. I do put in my title that I play on very hard, mainly because people seem to care. I don't know. It's tricky. It's interesting to know what. Figuring some of this stuff out. Right? Do you want to kill him? He's only a necromancer. 2 hits and you're done, right? There we go. Took down half his health with 1 hit. Good, damn good stream of God, Merrick. I mean, you're like, I mean, I appreciate it, man. Big time. I mean, look, do you want me to say it? You're my biggest supporter, right? Is that what you want to hear? Is that it? We've got Graveguard here. Let's try and get these guys around the sides if we can. Man, our Slayers just take too much damage, don't they? I think that's fine. We'll focus on this side for a minute. Hopefully we can get this lot to crumble, and then we can swing these guys around. Now, chat. Don't fight over me. No, I'm only teasing you, Merrick. Oh, I think your definition of a dick, though, is different to my definition of a dick. One of my kind of... I don't know. I mean, it's like, oh, there we go, Lord's dead. It's just like it's so easy to misconstrue what people say when it's written in text. It's a pain in the ass. I hate communicating via text. So my kind of attitude I decided to do when I came into streaming was, well, let's just kind of just try and take everything in a positive light. And, you know, just generally assume people are joking and whatnot. So, you two behave. No fighting against each other. Oh, they're all clumbling. Right, I don't like drama or fighting. Yeah, it's tricky with the quarrelers because they worry about shooting my own guys in the back. Especially when I was using all the got solid kills. Oh god, yeah. It's also the main thing as well is of course against undead is as much about getting their morale down as anything else. So I'll often it's like I was using them against the cav and stuff in the last game, and they're not the ideally suited because they're not anti-armor and stuff. But when everything else has already done a bunch of damage to it, and of course the fact they're fast moving, I need something, you know, my dwarves can't react as quickly. But the and maybe they don't get so many kills, but they help keep the morale down. Plus it gets tricky when you're like, yeah, it's I really wish there was a breakdown of stats, like at this stage, like how many of my slayers died to hours in the back. I bet you some of them did. I think that was one of the problems with well, it was slayers and rangers I was going for. No one could ever really get up to the ranger level. Man, this is the thing with the Slayer army, it's just they just die. That's a problem. Oh, I need the replenishment anyway, but I always have to execute. So that I don't need the money this instant. My kind of general rule at the moment is like orcs always have to be executed. I don't know about vampires. I mean, like, we wiped them out anyway, right? Did they just run away? What? Or is that another army? Yeah, Thunderers are the good... The problem with the Thunderers, they don't have as much of an arc, which is one of the issues. So they're much more likely to hit your own guys in the back. But yeah, in the right position, they could be great. I mean, we started off with one. Hey, move a character to Zufbar. Aren't we in Zufbar? Or do I literally need to be in the neighborhood over? Enemy siege holdout time. Where are the Bray herds? You attacking? Somebody's attacking us then. Yeah, Karak Kadrin has a fairly decent garrison. So, I'm not too fussed about it. And I guess it's only like 2 hops away if I really desperately want to get back. Oh, these were going to take 2 turns, weren't they? Oh, God damn it. Yeah, it's a melee defense, particularly, I think, is what they need, especially if we can get to Giant Slayers as well. That's the... We need to get up to level 4, though. Can I... Oh, can I not afford it? Oh, interesting. It's going to take us ages to be able to get up to level 4, though. I totally need some. I totally want to build that here. Do I want to get anything else? The problem is it's going to take too long. Maybe I should have built a... I mean, it's only 1% replenishment, right? 2%. Will you be my friend now?
Welcome, friends of the Dowie.
No. Wow, you're even less likely. Why? Is it just relative because I've lost some units, I've lost my strength rank? Hang on. I know other Total War streamers who could do more planning. I have to see you play. I'd be interested to see you play Total War, Merrick. My army. Hang on. I love my army combos 2 miners with blast and charge. Blast and charges are kind of cool. I kind of 4 dwarf warriors, 4 crawlers, 4 thunderers, 3 slayers. Yeah. There was a similar thing I was doing with Fulgrim. I kind of want to, like in the trying to be thematic, have some fun armies. But I think being the Slayer King, I want to have mostly Slayers. I'll probably do Slayers and Rangers with a couple of Grudge Throwers. I kind of want to avoid gunpowder units with him as well. There was always this kind of a thing in the dwarf lore about some people are like, even though gunpowder's been around for quite a while, like staunch traditionalists. Wouldn't necessarily use it so much, or people who are a bit old-fashioned, but it kind of, and you know, Fulgrim, once we get Fulgrim and stuff, he can have all the gunpowder he wants.
Aye. Welcome, kin. Hammer the high. Follow Dowie. It is the Slayer King.
I mean, like, I don't know where the other army is. I need to wait, don't I? Part of me just tempted is like, well, do we just go and rush them and rush in? Because if we're sieging it, he's not building another army. I'm surprised he hasn't at least spawned another lord. Seems a bit weird. To a point, role playing. It's like I don't know. I like having different themed armies where I can, just because it's fun. You know, you end up with 4 or 5 different armies. I mean, yeah, up to a point, role playing. You know, I'm not being completely strict, but I grew up playing Warhammer, so well, 40k mostly, but we need more troops. We need more troops. How many turns are you gonna wait? 3 turns. You know what? I'm gonna build this. I keep saying I'm gonna build it. We probably don't need it now, but then we're probably gonna get a rebellion eventually, and before I know it, it's like something's gonna happen, and then I'll be screwed.
The Slayer in me seeks death.
Right, we just need another win against Undead actually, and we'll get that last grudge as well. What do I need to get more characters actually? Which buildings is that? It's not something I've really thought about. I could do again that up to level 3. Yeah, Fane's up there. Runesmith? Oh, there's a Fane up there as well. Oh, okay. Hall of Oaths. Oh, I guess it's a special. Oh no. No. It's just the hammerers and the iron breakers. And then Runesmith is... Yeah. We might be able to think about some of the cool buildings at some point. hang on. Chaos would be a pain without gunpowder. Well, I mean, having said that, you say that, but then you're not counting on the giant slayers, who are all anti-large, and it's not to mention there's going to be more than one army. So you know, it's just his army. So you know, there's going to be plenty of anti-armor. Tactical retreat. I mean, no. I want to. I don't want the vampires. I don't care about Wardenhof at the moment. They're not really going to expand massively. If I could take Drakenhof, you know, that's the game.
My axe thirsts for war.
And ideally, if these guys ever... Right, game night, gotta bounce. Have fun, Jim. Keep it a good work. When you say game night, well, you off to stream now. Have fun, or just game. Anyway, let's, we'll...
I grow restless.
It'd be nice to replenish and stuff like that. Don't know, we'll see. I want to see if that other army appears. Got to bounce to my tune in tomorrow for stream. Yep, that's cool. Yeah, I'll be like 5 till 11. I suppose it'd be 11 as BST. It's actually, I've gone over tonight. I kind of lost track. But we'll finish up in 10 minutes anyway. No, GST is doing one of those jackpot. I don't know who GST is. Jackbox. I know what Jackbox TV game nights things. Cool. Have fun. Yeah, because he's recruiting more armies now, right? It doesn't take much to recruit more vampires, right? I mean, if we siege him, he can't recruit more. Global stream team. Alright. Cool, I might have a check it out briefly. I mean, it's coming up to midnight here, so I might have a look. But yeah, I mean, if I siege him, then he's not going to... even if it's not at full strength, he can't get more stuff. Don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, no, don't worry about it, Merc. Never you apologise. Sorry if I got carried away earlier. It's one of those funny things. You end up developing like these in-jokes, right, between people. And, you know, you've been in for a few streams, of course, but then new people come in, don't necessarily always get... I don't know. It's like it works both ways, right? And like I say, personally, I hate communicating in text. It's why when I've come to your streams, I don't necessarily talk that much. I'll just say a few things I'll watch and make a few comments here and there. Because it's so easy for stuff to get misconstrued, right? My bad. No, it. I just get riled up about heavy backseat gaming. It's alright. I mean, like, it's something I gotta deal with, so sorry if I cross the line. Well, I mean, I appreciate the effort. I understand what you mean, but it's like, there is, I mean, I think you've said this before about people, you must get people telling you what to do all the time. It is funny, I don't mind getting some advice and stuff, but it's like, yeah, but it's gonna take people get some time to actually figure out, I mean, yeah, across the line. I mean, that's an extreme way of putting it, but it's like, you know, leave it up to me, you know, to deal with that kind of stuff. If it really becomes an issue, you know, it just needs some pest spray. What, from Merrick? Anti-Merrick spray. But no, I get, I understood your well-intentioned. I understood where you're coming from because you mentioned that kind of stuff before, but then I wasn't sure if Vortex might understand that. I think sometimes people can come across as backseaty when they're just trying to give you some helpful tips. And again, that's what I mean. That's what I mean about misconstrued with the whole, writing people on text. It's difficult to get the kind of thing. It can seem like if you're just doing some helpful tips, and it's like, well, I don't mean to say do this, do that. And it's different. It's just giving me some advice. But I always just kind of assume people are giving me some friendly advice rather than in their minds going, oh, do this, do that. Why aren't you doing this? In their head. That's how I choose to read it. And if they start getting aggressive or whatever and being a dick, then that's different. Right. I know, but it's appreciated. I knew where you were coming from. For sure. But I appreciate the apology, I guess. Not that you need, yeah, it's fine. It's one of those things about streaming. You got to learn, what kind of streamer you're gonna be, and as a result, I guess people need to learn what kind of a streamer you are. I enjoy sitting back and watching you work it out and plan. Cool. I mean, that's cool. Yeah, I imagine a lot of people, majority of reviewers, kind of do that. Especially people on YouTube. Obviously, they can't. It's funny actually. The other day, I would been somebody, Fiona. I don't know if anybody knows. She plays a bit of Warhammer, but not so much. Hasn't done for a little bit. That's how I found her. She was playing some Warhammer. Who is this? Helm and Gorse, level 1. I'm going in. Oh god, look at all that Graveguard and stuff. For now, at least. I want to... I'm tempted to leave it there, actually. We will... The ideal... Oh my god, look at all this. Look at all that. All of a sudden he likes me. Okay, or you can give me 500 for a defensive alliance. Fine. Now this might work out better. They want me to join war against a faction I've not discovered yet. Look. Never. Shut up. Don't say never. You're clearly at some point going to confederate with me. Don't say bloody never. That's clearly not how it's going to go down. Can we get a non-aggression pact with you again? So, actually, that's... How... blah, blah, blah. Wait, one thing at once. Strength rank 81. It's entirely possible... They must have an army somewhere, right? But they're only at war... This night. I know they're at war with the other dwarves now. They're at war with a few people. Ah, Calamity is also the nicest human on the planet. You're just a sweetie pie, aren't you, Merrick? It has gone noticed and appreciated that you've been liking and retweeting all my tweets. Well, not all of them. But not that I'm keeping track. But I definitely appreciate it. So hopefully now Now the problem we had last time, we were in this scenario before. Difference was they had a foolish stack in there. They were relatively weak troops, were Manfred. And they had a little tiny army here, and they all kind of sallied out and stuff. Now I told Zufbar to come in and help us out. But vampires went first. They managed to butcher us. Zufbar then took their army in against Drakenhof and got destroyed themselves. What was left? It was a close battle at R1. If we had gone on with both armies at the same time, we would have been sorted. Now these guys haven't got as much here. But if I can hang around here for a bit... These are the dwarfs go first, so my hope is they bring something in and something is better. It's going to help make up for the fact I'm not at full strength. And you know, if we give it a couple of turns, I mean, if they've got another army somewhere, that's the only issue. I mean, they might come out to me, right? I mean, it's a pretty tough army, right? Even just, you know, we could shoot it to death. They haven't gone, well, they do have a lord, I guess. I think that's a reasonable strategy. I think it's, I don't want to give them a chance to build back up. They can really build up. Oh, that's just infantry. If that was for the grudge throwers as well, I would take that. Not to mention, again, you know, we can... Hang on. Die cart brings out the worst. Hang on. What? Literally the nicest person you know, except when die cart is around. Die cart brings out the worst. He sure does. Right, game night started. See you later, Jim. Take it easy, Merc. Have fun. Who or what is die cart? Alright, let's get the tool. We need to get our economy going even more. Salmon upgrade available. Yeah, I need this. Yeah, I really do, don't I? Because then I can get that upgraded and... God, we're getting 2,000 a time now. That's nice. One quick end turn. If these guys sally out, then I probably won't fight tonight. We could do that first thing tomorrow. A streamer die cart. Is this... Is this a joke he brings out the worst? I haven't heard of him. Ah, they're sallying out. We might be better off retreating anyway. Although... Right, we'll leave this for tomorrow anyway. They're obviously a pretty good army. A lot of grave guard. I mean, we've kind of got the tools to deal with it. We can take out Ghost. He's only a level 1 at the moment, so then, you know, then this game's off. You know, use Ungrim after all these. Yeah, okay, so I'll come back to this tomorrow. I was so tempted to fire now, but it's like, nope. I'm already an hour later than I should be, and the whole reason for the schedule, it's only because like my first part of the stream was so quiet. I've got too many Americans watching me. You all come on too late. It's maybe I should just become a night streamer. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the hosts and the follows and all the kind words and the advice and the tips. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe. If you have been watching and you don't already follow, please consider doing so. It's much appreciated. And take care. I'll see you guys next time.